Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another DCUO Online video. I am of course Trex. Mwah. It's good to see you. I'm of course streaming as well, so I'm having to entertain double the time. So we're going to take a look at the new Loadout UI. It should be a quick video without me rambling on too much. But this is either going to come in Game Update 70 or Game Update 71. They don't have a really determination for it yet, but this is what we are looking at. This is the Loadout UI. Pretty simple. It's nothing too flashy, but let me break it down what's actually happening here. And I'll also have the patch notes with me because that would be a smart thing to have, Trex. Would it? What it? It is. It is. Click it. Alright, so they've improved the ability library. As you can see, the icons are smaller and packed more densely, allowing you to see more of them at a time. And we see that right here. These are all your abilities. Also, what's going to happen is when you highlight over them, you'll see the name of the ability, which is pretty nice. Now, there might be some spacing issues there because Bloodlust is covering up a little bit of the next ability above it. So probably some spacing just to allow the names to have their own special sections down there. I honestly probably would have went with highlighting something and the name come into like a box right here in the middle. Just like I highlight over here and Relentless Anger shows up right there in the middle. It's like, hey, this is Relentless Anger. Hey, this is Violence, Revenge, and so forth and so forth. But if we're going to have the names above the icons, then there needs to be some spacing so it's not completely overlapping. There was also a person on the forums that said the text there is too small. And I'm going to have to kind of agree. I'm not sure how big it really needs to get. And again, that's why if you put like a center box here with the name and fit it, it would actually just go right there. I think it would help in that regard. But I mean, the text could be a little small. There might be some players out there who need to be a little older than me and have to put their I have to put my Sunday reading glasses on. I can't do my crossword puzzle like this. This is insane. So that's just a notice that I had for it. But icons being smaller is completely okay with me. It's supposed to. It's supposed to actually fit everything onto one screen, so there's no more scrolling. Now you can see me. I'm using a mouse here. Well, what about if we're using a controller, which I'm also using my brand new Xbox One Elite wireless controller, which comes with its own little cord to make it wired for PC uses, and it's so great. I had to show that off because it's my new baby. So using your controller, you just cycle through everything like you normally would. Now, cycling through with your controller, you don't actually get to see the name of the ability, where it will just highlight. It will just show up in your tooltip over there. That's with... Sorry, there's two triggered buttons on my controller that make it weird. But for the purposes of this, we're just going to use a mouse, because this is kind of like... a lot of these changes here on the for this is all about for mouse purposes. Controllers really didn't get any changes done to it. So, improve the tooltip behavior. The ability tooltip will no longer display when hovering over an ability with the mouse. Instead, you must click on an ability with the mouse to see the tooltip. Additionally, when you hover over an ability with the mouse, you will see the name hint over the ability for a moment. Controller functionality with tooltips has not changed. So there you go. So for mouse, we have Relentless Anger. I highlight over it. I see it. It's right there. It says Relentless Anger. But I don't see a tooltip because I have to click it. I clicked it, and it shows up right there. I don't have really a side-by-side comparison, but I feel like the wording has, or at least the font has went smaller to fit more. You know, that's how it feels. So that's Relentless Anger. We can do it for Violence, for Revenge. So anytime you want to actually see your tooltip and you only want to see the tooltip for that ability, you just click on it. You just click on it and it will show everything. Sometimes you still have to have the scroll bar. It just depends. It sucks, but that's what happens. So, improved communication for supercharge abilities. I don't actually have a supercharge ability. I want to check powers. I'm not sure what is what communication it's actually talking about. Maybe it's for specific ones. I'm going to have to really look and see what the differences are. Because I'm pretty sure, like, the blue number there with the supercharge cost, I'm pretty sure that's always been there. I'm pretty sure. Again, I don't use a lot of supercharges. I'm not sure what communication was really lost. But anyways. So you can now unload abilities from your tray. You can either drag the ability off the tray with the mouse, or you can select an ability with your controller and press Y. So what they mean by that is unload. You just bring it down and it's gone. Now this greenish yellowish box, it's a placeholder. I've already reported it just for reporting's sake, but I know the developers will put the actual icon or whatever in that position there so we can get rid of it. So you just click and drag and you can remove everything. So, and to put abilities on there with your mouse, you would just click on it, click and drag where you want it to be. So there's no longer an arc menu when you pick your ability tray before your loadout screen. You can now use L1 or R1 or the arrows next to the ability tray name to switch between ability trays. Alright. So, oh, I know what they're talking about. Duh, I'm an idiot. What they're talking about, if you're on a controller, if I'm using my controller, L1 and R1. If I'm using my mouse, it's the arrow keys. So instead of having to switch to your own loadout, your own screen where you have to choose between damage or your support role, you can easily just use your arrows here and just click it. And you'll go over to your secondary loadout. Or even your other loadouts that you might have. So I don't know if that will be good for some or good for whoever. And there are bugs with this where now all of a sudden I lost an ability. And there's also a problem where you can click on, like for Bloodlust, I was going to move it but I decided to keep it back in place. And when I do that, I'm now able to just click once on an ability and it goes away. Or I guess not. It's weird. Bugs. It's all bugs. Yeah, so no issue when swapping abilities between ability trays. The drag icon will show a green box, which I reported, which is a known issue. So I wanted to go ahead and report it because I wanted to be that dumbass who wanted to do it. That was me. Because I don't remember reading patch notes. I'm sorry. So abilities are now filtered properly based on the ability tray you are currently viewing. Previously, there was a bug in which your abilities were being filtered based on what stance your character was in. It's filtered properly based on the ability tray you are currently viewing. Oh, I see the differences. I see the difference. So the abilities do move. So I guess this is supposed to be more tanky abilities, whereas these are more DPS-centric. So I see what they're talking about. I guess these are supposed to be... I'm not really sure where... Filter properly based on the ability tray you're viewing. So I guess they really consider these more tank aspect, which... Where's my severe punishment? Huh. That's odd. Wait. Did I not... I know I'm in my DPS spec. Do I not spec into it? I don't. Okay. So it's not there. Cool. That's fine. It's whatever. It's whatever. I freaked out over nothing. So, yeah. What's next? Bugs that allowed you to mouse over an ability icon even though they had scrolled off the library panel have been fixed. Okay. I know that one. And yeah, the improved menu loadout will be published in either Game Update 70 or 71. So we don't know when which game update this is going to occur, it's pretty awesome that we at least get to see a little bit tweaking to the UI. This is very awesome. It's one of those changes that really needed to come about, and hopefully it helps out a lot of players. But like I said, there's just some small issues, just some small bugs. I like that everything is now visually seen here, and yeah, see now why did I lose my ability? I clicked on it and I lost it, and yeah. Let me guess, when I click over, so every time I hit an arrow key going back and forth, I'm able to lose an ability. Oh, you're crazy. You're so crazy. It's new. It's brand new. We're testing it. It's all about tests. Ha 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 ha. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this is something that will be welcoming, because God forbid we'll probably hear the community go like, "We didn't ask for this." It's like, shut up. You just like, we didn't ask for a lot of things, but we're gonna get it. This is one of those quality of life issues, simplifying the loadouts. The only issue that I know the community is gonna have, and I think it was said on the forums as well, is up here. People are gonna look to this and see like, oh, I only got my damage layout. Where's my tank? Where's my controller? Where's this? Where's that? I was like, well, just click over. They're right there. Just use your arrow keys, or use your L1 and R1 to switch back and forth. And this is also where your elemental ice, where your stealth is also going to show up as well, where your invincibility. All it's going to be in these nice little arrows now in this top section, and your abilities down here will be moved, will be switched around. I think that these abilities down here, they all need to be in alphabetical order. They all need to be in alphabetical order, because it's really rough to go through it. Because in my eyes, it's just random. It's just completely random. It's like what? Relentless Violence level 12. It's a level 1. Oh, it's a level 1. Level 16s. Then another 12. Like, see, it's just all weirded out. I think the filter needs to be alphabetical. Filter needs to be alphabetical. And I think when it comes to the stats revamp, and honestly, and it was mentioned on the forums as well, having an option of like a filter option at the top in a corner somewhere. It's like, how do you want to filter your abilities? Oh, I want to filter them in alphabetical order. Cool. How else do you want to filter it? I want to filter it tank abilities. Put the tank abilities that were all says tank, that have the tank roll, filter it, make it the first abilities that show up there. Just different. It's different options. This is the first. This is what we have here now, and this is the first change to the UI, and I'm not expecting changes or even these suggestions like off the top immediately. But it would be nice to see these come down the road somewhere. This is the time that they were able to do a UI update for this, and I thank them for it. And I think it's really going to help out, and I hope it helps out a lot. We just got some tweaking to do, testing for this, and also the spring seasonal is going on test server right now. I think it's probably going to last for about maybe 2 weeks. That's my guess. That's also how I'm going with, since it's been going for the past 6 years. So maybe about 2 years worth of testing here. 2 weeks. 2 weeks worth of testing. And then we'll probably get the revamp back, probably. Crossing our fingers. So that's it for the Loadout UI. If you guys have any questions or anything, please leave it in the comment section below. And be sure to hit my social media, all my links in all the description. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.